In a world of supervillains, sometimes you need a superhero. And there's none more super than Perth Man, Madam Muscles, and the Dazzler!
Come on, Blue! It's time to save the world!
This would make an awesome fan fiction.
Watch out!
Huh?
Okay. Anyone else see a giant sword in the sky?
I can. It's right there.
Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 brings all your favorite Marvel heroes together in a battle against time and space!
Affirmative! Kang the Conqueror is trying to take over the world, and he's created rifts between different timelines and realities. You play as a variety of different heroes, all coming together to put an end to his tomfoolery.
While it's not a very inventive storyline, it's a great way to show you lots of different characters and locations without it jumping around for no reason. They've really tried to cram a lot into this game.
Yeah, there's a huge cast, and Marvel fans will enjoy seeing a wide array of heroes turn up to help.
Hey, it was a team effort.
Wow. What a rush. And even more fun than how I'd have written it.
Ah, but where there's a hero, there's always a villain. While Kang is the main baddie, there's a number of other villains who you'll have to face in various mini-boss battles.
Yeah, it kind of gets to a point where there are so many characters, you can't really work out who's good or who's bad anymore. Why are we all fighting? What's going on? Why can't we all just get along?
Yeah, I agree. But they do a better job of highlighting each character's individual abilities and making them seem cool. For example, Wasp can shrink into petite mini-Wasp form, and Ms. Marvel can stretch and grow. And while special abilities are standard in LEGO games, this time around they do a much better job of integrating these traits into normal combat, rather than just using it for puzzles.
It was so cool watching Ms. Marvel's fists grow huge as she bashes about the place. The combat, however, does leave something to be desired, especially after the improvements we saw with the last LEGO game, Ninjago.
Marvel Superheroes 2 brings you back to directionless button mashing. Your hits don't feel like they have any impact. It's more like twirling and punching next to your enemy while maybe 50% of your attacks actually injure them.
It also feels like they've tried to make the combat more difficult by just giving enemies more health. This just prolongs already frustrating combat, and it's noticeably less fun than Ninjago. Part of the problem is that the control system is lacking, unlike my muscles. For example, the button to change which character you're controlling is the same button to do a two-person super move. This means you're often swapping characters when you didn't mean to, and it's pretty frustrating.
It might just be that Ninjago's combat was so good that it makes this feel particularly bad. The puzzles are decent this time around though, with good variety and teamwork, and there's not too many where you're just stuck because something important is weirdly hidden.
Unfortunately, the fixed camera positioning can make some puzzles harder to solve because you can't see what you're doing. It contributes to making the game feel sluggish.
Oh, speaking of the camera, that reminds me of another major gripe that I had, which was the flying. See, usually when you fly in a game, you use the left thumbstick to accelerate and the right thumbstick to control the camera and move your direction. But not here! Here, the left stick controls flat movement, while the right stick controls your height and the camera, meaning you can't get a top view of where you're flying without also bringing your character to the ground.
Yes, that was the worst. It makes no sense. At least you can ride a jackhammer in the game.
I guess you could say it's a jack of all trades.
Yes, you wouldn't want to hammer on about it though.
Well, that was pretty cheesy. You know, like pepper jack cheese? Anyway, aside from the main story, there's also a free play mode. Here you can run around Chronopolis doing small missions to help people or try to find lots of collectibles. These add a lot of extra gameplay time as there's a ton to try and find.
Yes, but hunting down collectibles is only fun if you love the game, and I didn't love this. I just never got into that satisfying gameplay loop. For example, all the villain fights were constantly broken up with trying to find or build something while you're being attacked by goons. That makes it feel stilted and it's hard to have fun.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I felt that when I got stuck running across this train because I kept missing the jump. Sure, I got there eventually, but the way it was designed made it tedious instead of enjoyable.
And if a game's not fun, then what's the point in playing it?
Too true, Darren. Look, there are some fun moments in this game, but ultimately I found it predictable and tedious. I'm giving LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Yeah, I also got stuck in some parts because of glitches and had to restart, so I'm giving it 2 out of 5 rubber chickens. But you know what's 10 out of 10? My muscles.
Oh yes.
They're dazzling!